Vision without action is a daydream. Action without vision is a nightmare. I'm not sure who came up with it. I found out online it's a Japanese proverb. Somebody way back was smart enough to figure that out. So, welcome to another session of Business Life Lessons. I'm Jerry, and we're going to dive right into this. Today we're going to be talking about the doing cycle. What is a doing cycle? I basically break it down into three parts: preparing, doing, and then reviewing or cleaning up. Let's take as an example cooking or baking. Like if you want to bake some bread. So in order to bake bread, you need to do some planning. You need to do some preparation. Preparation such as you have to have a bread recipe, or if you know it in your mind, you already have it in your mind. So recipe, number one. Number two, you need to have all the appropriate ingredients. So you need some flour, you need some salt, sugar, eggs, whatever it is. You need to have those ingredients on hand. If you don't have them, you have to go get them. So you have to prepare before you can just delve in and bake something or make bread. Ingredients, you also need to have some tools. You need to have some measuring cups, measuring spoons, some mixers, like by hand, or an electronic one or electric one, or however you want to phrase it. I'm not a baker or a cook. So once you prepare everything, once you have your ingredients, once you have your tools, you set up your space where you're going to be doing the work, and then you get into doing the work. So you measure your ingredients, you put it in the bowl, mix everything up like it needs to be done. Then for bread, you wait for it to rise, and then you put it in the oven and bake it. Even before the oven, you have to preheat the oven, right? So even that has to be prepared. So you're baking the bread. The bread bakes. It's done. Now what? You let the bread cool off, but in the meantime, you need to start doing the last part, which is cleaning up. So you go through, you clean up all the tools, the kitchen utensils and so on. Clean everything up, make sure it's ready to go for the next time. Put everything away where it belongs, so next time you know exactly where to go to get it. And then the other part you would do is taste the bread. And tasting the bread will give you feedback in terms of how well you did. Maybe you need to add some more salt, maybe less salt, maybe some other ingredient that you need to do. So the doing cycle is preparing, doing, and then reviewing or cleaning. Okay? You can apply this to anything in life. You can apply it to, let's say you have a construction project that you want to do. Well, what is that project? What do you need to do? You have to have some kind of a plan of what is going to happen, like what's going to be done. Then you need to go get the materials, go get the tools that you need. Maybe read up some instructions if you've never done that particular thing. And then you get to the site, you start doing it. Maybe you have to tear off something, redo the frame of it or something like that, and then plug in this new material, finish it up, clean the site off, and then figure out or review, analyze how well you did, so next time you can do better. So again, quick video on doing. Some people just jump into things and they start doing, and then they realize, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. And then they spend a lot of time going out, either figuring things out as they're doing, or having to go and get certain ingredients or materials or whatever when they're doing it. So it slows them down at the time of their doing part. Depending on what you're doing, that might be fine. But if you want to do things more professionally and you want to get things done more efficiently, you definitely want to prepare and plan for it. And then afterwards, when you're done with everything, you don't want to just leave a mess. Let's say it was a construction site. You don't want to leave sawdust all over and you're like, okay, well, I put this thing in here. Now I'm done. I'm good. What about this big mess? You got to clean that up. You want that space to be livable or presentable. And not only the cleanup, you want to review as well. Like, how well did I do this? What could I have done better? That will give you feedback and understanding and growth of doing things better and better. So, couple quotes I'll leave you with. Poor planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. That's a very good quote to live by. Like, if you don't plan, you will almost always be in emergency mode reacting to things. And then on the opposite side is like, some people are always planning, never doing. You don't want to be on either one of those sides. You want to plan well, and you want to do well, you want to review well, and that will make your business life better. We'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this. See you next time.